Gonna get DMCA'd. Gonna get in trouble with the law. Hello and welcome. It's me, the Internet Zone. Red and Arbitrary Water Redacted, here to once again entrance and delight with another game featuring everyone's favorite very fast hedgehog. Sonic Unleashed, a video game product which came out in the year 2008. Perhaps you've heard of it. Hello, are you affected with demons? Spagonia! I'm in the game night chat and the Deep Listens Discord. If anyone would like to join. I must go fast, he said. I must go fast or my past will catch up with me. I'm getting more medals. With my friend and yours, Sonic the Hedgehog. You may know that earlier today, Gino and I participated in Giant Bomb's arcade pit. We did not win. Alas. I can't control it! That's what he says. He's overcome with hedgehog power. It's all in my RPG Maker game. Oh cool, an extra life for the video game Sonic Unleashed. Meaning I can continue further. Even after perishing. I don't know about you. But when an extra life means an extra chance for me to continue playing this wonderful video game. A maiden statue. More like maidenless. Am I right, Sonic the Hedgehog? Because that's the thing they say in Elden Ring, you see. Ah. Oh my goodness. It's more thrilling combat. He runs on all fours. Because he's a werehog. Not to be confused with Warhawk, a video game for the Sony PlayStation. Or Warhawk, parentheses, 2007. A video game for the Sony PlayStation 3. I guess if I was like, you know, 10 and had never played a game like this, I could see how someone might enjoy these segments. Just, oh gosh, gee willikers. I, a young lad, am most enthused by this video game. Gives some real Boss Baby vibes, says person who has only played the video game Boss Baby. Oh, look, more enemies have spawned. Now I must engage in combat with them. Why? Because I'm just playing a fun video game with Sonic. He's the world's fastest hedgehog. You gotta go fast. I'm going fast. Look at me. Pressing the X and Y buttons in varying degrees of succession. Don't you wish you could do this? Now I'm being attacked by tiny robots. Huzzah. What an exciting game. Found a profane grimoire, which will give Sonic the power to smite his enemies. With profane magics. Fire! Take that, foul beast. Chat, are you having fun? Are you enjoying yourselves? Because I'm enjoying myself playing as Sonic Unleashed. Sonic the Hedgehog, free of leashes. Did it. Hiya.
Oh yeah, that's right, baby.
Oh shit, look at that. S rank, baby. S rank, motherfucker. I learned a new skill, Wear Rush. You're like, you could stop this at any time, but why would I? I'm having a great time. And you may say, Braden, this is a symptom of you not knowing how to properly enjoy your time off because of the way you handle yourself when you do have responsibilities. And to that I say, excuse me, sir. Do you know who I am? I was on Arcade Pit. Let me speak to your manager. Was all that platforming really just to... just to... get a moon medal? Okay. Yeah. Alright, now it's time for this. Oh, henshin transformation. I'm having a great time. Oh, it's hydration break time. Delicious, refreshing water. Help. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's Valkyria. You got that far in Valkyria Chronicles, huh? Got to the part where they're like, hey, you know, war might be bad. You know, war seems kind of shitty. Look at this concentration camp. It's pretty fucked up, right? And then the next level you unlock after that is the beach level side mission. Yeah, it's good. Like that, nerd. That's right. I need to find 3 more sun medals. That's why I couldn't do this level. Thanks, video game. I am filled with incandescent rage. Ha. I'll exorcise the demons from you, witch. I've got to defeat all of the monsters. B. Am I okay? I mean, I'll put it this way. I didn't know what I couldn't figure out what I wanted to play. If I wanted to play more of that Lost Eidolons game, or if I wanted to just keep going with the variety streams and showcase some other things that I was into this year. Like maybe some King Arthur Knight's Tale. But instead of doing any of those, I said, what if I played more Sonic Unleashed? I did it. Awoo. I am the werehog. I feel so refreshed. Almost as if you have cast an evil spirit out of me, Sonic. So, anyone get anything good for holiday? Any fun gifts you're giving out this year? I'm giving my viewers the gift of Sonic. He's the world's fastest hedgehog. I love toys that make loud noises. And so do small children. What a great gift. Your niece asked you if you watched anime. Did you lie and say no? Just say, I've never heard of this. Who told you that? Uncle Jason, have you ever watched Chainsaw Man? They said with big bright eyes full of enthusiasm. And you said no. Chainsaw what now? I'm sorry, I only watch sophisticated shows. About rich people being awful. Have you ever seen The White Lotus, kid? It's great. It's about rich people. They're awful. Aubrey Plaza's in it. I bet my nephew just a big fan of every single rich person being awful television show. He's just like, Uncle Braden, have you ever seen Succession? It's great. It's about rich people being awful. And I'm like, wow. That sounds great. I definitely watch that and not anime. I've never seen Chainsaw Man in my life. See, you can't tell. You gotta wait for kids to grow up a little bit before you can talk to them about anime. Oh. Which British show about... I think a lot about, my favorite. Is it called Too Hot to Handle? Because that's the reality dating show that's literally just a bunch of horny hot people on an island being forced to wear bathing suits all day. And the whole thing is, if you kiss anyone or do any fucking, you lose money. It seems, the people in that show seem like the worst humans imaginable. But it's like, yeah, I guess they are hot. Good job. You put a bunch of hot, stupid people that are on an island together and then expected them to not fuck. I mean, listen. I'm not here to talk to you about my dating life. Because no one needs to hear about that. Also, it doesn't exist. Yeah, the Earth got exploded. Dr. Eggman exploded the Earth, by the way. Because he wants to build his theme park. As one does. Now tell me you haven't exploded the Earth before. And I'll tell you, Dr. Eggman, he's a job creator. Sure, most of those jobs are taken by robots that he creates. But you know the people who have to clean up after his messes, they probably get paid big bucks. Alright, good. I don't know if you saw the intro video, but the intro video of this game features a song by the lead singer of Bowling for Soup. Everyone's favorite, band. You know, Bowling for Soup, the people responsible for the Phineas and Ferb opening theme. That's what I know them for. I need one more sun medal to find this gate. Where could it be? I like the part where your video game doesn't have any goddamn video game in it. Never heard that name before in your life? Okay, so Sonic, he's a hedgehog. Okay, Bowling for Soup. They're a band that was very popular in the late 2000s. They sing the theme song to Phineas and Ferb, a quality television show for children. "104 days of summer vacation, and none of that did end it. So the annual problem of our generation is finding a good way to spend it. Like maybe building a rocket, or fighting a mummy, or on the tower. Discovering something that doesn't exist, or giving a monkey a shower. Survive rock and roll. And Locating Frankenstein's brain. It's over here! It's a... Shout out shout out to all my millennials and zoomers out there, all my Phineas and Ferb heads. Is this the DuckTales of the Zoomers? Kinda. But, I mean, the DuckTales reboot is the DuckTales of the Zoomers. Video game! I fucking swear video game. I pressed the X button. Whoa!
Here we go!
I do like pressing X and then getting punished for pressing X because I pressed X too much.
That's so for all I know, you could be talking shit and I wouldn't know it. Hey, I'm back online.
Hello.
Hi. So how goes the Sonicking? I'm gonna actually open it up. I want to see.
Oh, this is some pure cacao right here.
You might want to know that Smite right now is playing Mega Man Battle Network 2. That's a good game.
Smite seems like an alright guy.
Seems like an alright guy.
Plays good video games, plays the worst video games.
Plays a little bit of everything.
A desirable model to emulate. So,
is this a blind run from a first-time chatter? Yes.
This is
wait,
yes. No. This is yeah. I mean, I ain't exactly following the, a deep established core of knowledge as a hedgehog.
Aren't all Sonic games blind runs? Debatable. I feel like, there are certain iconic levels in the Sonic franchise where you could kind of memorize patterns, and that's kind of a thing. Oh, hey, it's me, Relkin. I'm here to talk about old games that are so much better than the new ones you're playing.
I was watching an episode of Cheers last night, and I was just thinking about how funny Ted Danson is.
When we talk about MASH, it's a seminal work of art, and everything compares poorly to it.
I mean, that last one is very much me. I don't really agree with the other ones, though.
What do you have against Ted Danson?
Ted Danson's fine. It's just he's not the best part of Cheers.
No, but he's the best part of The Good Place. A show that came out within the last 3 decades.
Yeah, it's a very good show.
So I'm playing Sonic. How are you doing?
Do you have the light dash yet, or are you just...
I don't think I have the light dash.
Is this Sonic Generations?
No. Nope.
No, this is Unleashed. There's like a weird upgrade system to this game, if I recall correctly. It's been a while.
Where's Werewolf Sonic?
I'm playing this is a daytime level.
Being told if you don't have the light dash, it's kind of required for this level.
Oh, cool. Fuck that.
Oh, it's a non-linear Sonic game?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have an inventory?
Yeah, it's an RPG.
You buy souvenirs for Professor Pickle.
Who?
You know, everyone's favorite Sonic character, Professor Pickle.
All right.
Doritos vegetables, yes.
Dr. Pickle's mean bean machine.
Yeah, Professor Pickle's mild, wild.
Yes, Doritos are a vegetable. They're made from corn, and corn are vegetables.
Corn is, I mean, if we're talking food pyramid classification, I would consider corn to be a grain in terms of its nutritional content and the way it is used in most food.
Yeah, I would say if it's not steamed or like on a cob or whatever.
Also, the person who has played this game is saying that the level you were playing is not technically required.
Oh, cool. Don't do it.
But I'm a gamer.
Are you? Arcade Pit would disagree.
God damn it. Did you watch that?
I caught part of it. I haven't had a lot of time with it.
Okay. We did
you ever want, you know, Brayden, you now have something to whack Gino with. You got more points for your team than he did.
Oh, I basically carried 100.
You can now lord over. Like, this is now going to be your intro whenever he's on the podcast, like, forever. I want to point out, you knowing a random screenshot of Hellgate London still is very funny to me. But is it unexpected? No.
Because I thought it was very funny that everyone was like, "Oh, how did you know that?" I'm like, listen, there are only so many shitty-looking first-person action RPGs with a hot bar.
Oh, that's right. It is a first-person game.
All right.
I mean, you can play most MMOs as a first-person game if you're a psychopath.
All right, now I finally have enough rings.
Actually, when I first started playing World of Warcraft back in 2005 during vanilla, or I guess post like patches in vanilla.
Yeah,
but for like the first couple of weeks, I did play that game entirely in first person.
I forget, in Hellgate London, is it just the swords that you always have to play with first person? Because I remember there's like sometimes where you're playing the game in third person.
Ask me literally anything about Hellgate London, a game I haven't played, but was still able to guess a screenshot.
Arbitrary, who the hell is Chip?
Chip is the fun mascot character.
Chip and Professor Pickles?
Yeah, everyone's new favorite Sonic character.
Oh,
Chip
is this part of the game going to get you banned in China?
Only if I acknowledge that Taiwan is a separate country.
Oh,
it is.
Oh, fuck.
God damn it!
Ban.
My social credit score! Joke!
Good luck becoming a VTuber now.
No, it's fine.
It's taking one of the independent ones.
Although they are doing auditions again for Holostar's EN.
That dragon ate you and then you came out of its mouth. Does that mean that this is Vor?
Nope. Fuck you.
The stage does not have Winnie the Pooh. You should be okay. That is right. That's a good important point.
It does not talk about the mistreatment of the Uyghur people The way they're...
Or the Falun Gongs.
Yeah. No, we don't talk about
harvesting.
Falun Gong. Those people are fucking weirdos.
Brayden, I think even just acknowledging the Uyghur people.
God damn it!
Hey,
Telling
at least
me acknowledging that Xinjiang province has been turned into like a panopticon nightmare surveillance state entirely to crush and control in a Muslim minority population, that will get me in trouble.
Yeah, I don't think you can get the Hollow at the end now.
No, it's fine. They had to close their China branch.
Haha, fuck! Oh, man.
I needed to press right bumper instead of jumping.
I still really fucking enjoyed Dan Reichert's Sonic 06 stuff.
It's not done. He's gonna come back to it.
Yeah, he'll definitely play Shadow and Silver stories.
Did they ever finish Bubsy?
No.
No.
In case you didn't see, the reason why stuff with Dan has been on hiatus is because his cousin died of prostate cancer.
Oh, Jesus.
Or pancreatic cancer, sorry.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
So, segue.
So, segue.
So, yeah, Sonic.
Sonic the Hedgehog is a video game in which you press the X button, but sometimes if you press the X button, you die.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I feel like that's always been a hallmark of this particular style of Sonic game.
The Hedgehog engine era of Sonic. The Generations.
You press the button, but not within the window you were supposed to, and now you're dead.
Yeah, the Unleashed Generations Forces era.
Don't listen. Generations is a good game most of the time.
That's the
And
DLC
Generations wouldn't
stages.
exist without this game.
Probably.
This game is the basis for all of the levels of Generations, like the baseline of tech.
I think I need to go back and test my nostalgia. If we have someone who knows the Sonic franchise, which it seems like we do, I remember thinking the Wii games were okay. Like
People
Seven
like
Rings,
Colors a lot.
Colors, and I even seem to recall Dark Knight not being terrible.
I've never even heard of that.
Sonic and the Black Knight, for the Nintendo Wii, Tommy Tallarico worked on it.
System.
His mother's very proud of him. That's a reference to an H Bomber Guy video.
Yeah, I seem to recall, Brayden, you played Colors, and it does not seem to have aged.
I did not play Colors. I played Sonic P06,
right.
which is the fan remake of Sonic 06.
Oh no,
in
we are
Unity.
very familiar of Forces not deserving.
I bet Colors is good because I played all the Generations levels that were inspired by Colors, and those are some of my favorite.
Yeah, Colors is okay, if I remember correctly. But, you know, I'm thinking about going tomorrow to the Goodwill store. Because the last time I went there, a couple months ago, they had Wii copies of Sonic Generations, or no, Sonic Unleashed.
The game you're currently playing?
What if I told you that the Wii version of this game is an entirely different video game?
Yeah, it's an entirely different. I mean, it was of the era where the Wii game was had
where
to be significantly different.
like
from
people
the
would
360
a
or
Wii and
PS2
PS2 version of the game would be completely different. than
But
the
yeah,
360.
anyways, to get back to my point, I seem to recall kind of enjoying Secret Rings.
I mean, it's better than 06.
I've been
You're just making
challenged.
up Sonic games at this point.
I've been
never heard of
challenged
these.
repeatedly to reconsider that. I bet if I replayed it, it would not age very well.
I pressed X. And the fun part about that is that the studio responsible for the Wii/PS2 version of Sonic Unleashed is Dimps, makers of the Sonic Advance games. And Sonic Rush. Okay, this time I did not press X.
Did those rings just kill you? No, it was the spikes.
It was pressing X.
robot. It'd be a lot cooler if it was a whale.
Oh yeah, if I was being chased by a whale, you'd know it was a good Sonic game.
I mean, honestly, yeah. If it was just the Sonic Adventure whale just going through this, swimming through the Great Wall of China, that'd be pretty good.
I mean, there's a whale in Sonic 06.
Yeah, in that level, that's very explicitly them just saying, "Hey, remember Sonic Adventure?"
Oh no!
You
I
have
like
to
how
replay
if
the
you get
level
any,
again.
the music's shitty.
Do you have to replay the level again because you got
No.
a level a rank E?
No, but it's funny because if you get an E, the music is shitty.
I'll take your word for it.
Speed
I like
leveled up.
defeated Sonic, just collapsed on the ground.
Just going, I got an E! E stands for ew! That's...
So when are you are playing Dark Brotherhood? Or, you know...
Sonic Chronicles:
Sonic
Dark
Chronicles.
Brotherhood. Well, here's the thing. That game's touchscreen focus makes it a pain in the ass to emulate.
Yeah, sure does.
Don't you just use the mouse?
And while
It's
I do,
also
in fact,
just
a bad
awful.
game. Yeah.
It's just an awful looking game.
BioWare's
It's
never made a
terrible.
bad game.
How about BioWare's very short-lived mobile division?
Oh, okay, yeah, bad game.
Remember when there were, you know, mobile tie-ins to Mass Effect 2 and 3
I
that
don't.
could get you
No.
points and add to the story?
I try not to.
Remember when you had to play the online thing to get points for the campaign and 3?
No,
Nope.
because you don't need to.
But you could.
If you want the post-credits scene, you basically have to do everything, though.
Hell yeah. If you
I mean,
want to
I
get
was
the
going to.
synthesis
Shut
ending,
up.
you got to get all those points.
How did I
I
know
don't
you were
want
going to
this
say that?
conversation
Oh,
again,
it's
'cause-
the trash boy with his trash take. Let's forcibly evolve an entire galaxy.
Yeah, let's genocide and rape everything in the galaxy.
Not genocide. It's
It firmly
improving
is. You
life.
destroy their very being and turn
I'm
into
making
something
a
else.
consensual decision to.
No one
In
You're
real
consents.
life.
unilaterally forcing this upon everybody. It is truly the most evil end.
It's what the
But it
Reapers
leads to a
would want.
greater. It's
Yeah,
for
also,
the greater
it's-
good.
No,
for
it's
the
also
greater
you
good.
literally getting
We're like the
scammed.
Tau, but the greater good is all that matters.
No, the
You
Tau
literally get
are
scammed.
use brainwashing.
You went the entire gang going like, we're gonna deal with the Reapers, and then the Reapers were like, well, what if you did what we've been trying to do forever? I'm like,
I do
okay.
appreciate
Yeah,
that
at
at
gotta-
some
we
point
gotta
they
stop
just
the
added the
Ouroboros.
ability to tell the Star Child, go fuck yourself. And it's like, yeah, well, Shepard died and then the Reapers destroyed everyone.
That's a stupid ending, but I appreciate it.
I appreciate that they give you the choice. For you to say, no, fuck you, video game, fuck. Although
Like,
the
the
problem
only
with that
thing
is it's
ending is
literally
destroying.
the writers
Don't
being like,
forget,
yeah, this is
there
terrible.
Any, is there any combo system to the werewolf song?
You press X and Y in different permutations,
Combination.
and combo
Oh, it's a
happens.
Muso game.
so it's like Marvel Ultimate Alliance, or is it more Muso?
It's like, what if God of War was shit?
Hey, some people like this game.
Some people like every
But
game.
the people who like this game are not the one, are not going out there.
Oh, what an
So you-
incredible puzzle.
Yeah, I mean, you should have saw that one coming. You know that Sonic is allergic to water.
Yeah, it's kind of like a Muso game in that it's bland and bad. But like, hey, even the people who like this game aren't going to defend the werehog levels that much.
Hey man, you know what? Some Muso games are A-okay. Dragon Quest Heroes. It's a good time.
I'm just over
Yeah,
here
Heroes
being
over here.
like,
I like the Huspa of Hyrule Warriors way more than the execution.
I like the part where the original character in Hyrule Warriors is immediately evident because she's the most anime-looking character in the game. And everyone else is just like, it's Link, but he's got a scarf. Do I have to fucking throw this thing?
The best thing to ever come out of Fire Emblem Warriors has to be your reaction, your live reaction to it during, what was it, the Game Awards? Or was
no, it was a Nintendo Direct. I was doing a jokey joke Nintendo Direct watch along. And
you thought they were gonna make
like,
a real
look,
fucking
a new Fire Emblem, and it's like, sorry, we got 3 hopes. 3 hopes and a new Fire Emblem Night 1, except there was a new Fire Emblem and it's coming out next month, and I'll play it. And I will have a take on it one way or another, because at this point, it's my responsibility.
I'm the most negative about the modern Fire Emblem games. Like, the most negative.
Yeah.
You know
How
this.
do you feel about Engage?
I think this game looks great. I think that them finally running a new graphical engine for Fire Emblem shows that they should have done this earlier. And
I think I just have to run while carrying that thing.
I'm actually kind of excited for this thing. I think the protagonist looks like absolute dog shit, but it looks like a noticeable improvement over...
Like it has graphics that are good, as opposed to... Looks like a PS2 game.
The cookie-cutter environments in Three Houses, and the constant needing to transition into the most bland, vanilla-ass visual novel character portraits that barely animate. Like, the characters actually having animations in the battle? In Engage?
So they've had animations in those games for a long time.
I just feel like that this game just looks notably better.
I think part of that is they clearly aren't using the Muso engine.
Yeah, probably.
Because the whole thing with Three Houses was, hey, look, we're using the Muso engine so we can, have these troops render.
What happened? Oh, this camera is less than efficient, huh?
Fine. I'm the world's fastest hedgehog. Hey, Zombie Pie. Long time no see.
I like chili dogs.
Do not fucking burp directly into your microphone on my stream, you savage. I'm going beast mode, as the kids say.
I believe Sonic coined that phrase.
I'm going beast. Yeah.
You like the open world? Yeah. I want to check out Sonic Frontiers.
Yeah.
I want to check out Sonic Frontiers.
I will happily check out Sonic Frontiers when it is $20 American. And
also, yeah, I don't want to pay full price for Sonic Frontiers.
Oh, it's fine. It's already been on sale. Because we live in vivíamos in una sociedad.
Let me check how much the Steam sale is going, right?
I think it's starting in earnest next week.
The Square Enix one is going on to early January.
I wonder, how much do you think Star Ocean the Divine or
Star Ocean is already
on sale?
No, I'm saying how much lower do you think it's going to go?
No lower at the moment because
it's not going to go any lower than that for now.
So it's $42. You think it stays at $40?
I think it does not drop below $40 for a bit. Give it a couple months and then we'll be there.
Because I think Triace's days are numbered.
I also just want to say
like you could say that, like you could be saying that about Triace for the last 15 years.
Yeah,
and they're still around.
Well, I mean, the issue now has to be the fact that their gacha division completely dried up and there's no replacement of it.
Oh, yeah, that might be it. I don't know. They haven't done anything I've really given a shit about since Residence of Fate. Oh, there it is. That came out afterwards. I don't know. I want to play the other Star Oceans. I'm gonna buy the 4th one, which I know is supposed to be bad, and I own the 5th, and I'll get the 6th.
I like the fourth one.
I've heard the combat is good, but
no, yeah, I think that the combat is good. You can see, like, it came out before Resonance of Fate, and you can kind of see some prototypes of what would go on to inform Resonance of Fate.
That's okay. Well, that's an interesting statement. I need to play that game now.
I mean, it's not completely the Resonance of Fate system. It's just more of that
is not an action RPG at all.
But you can see like some parts of its DNA. Is all I want.
It's still an interesting statement. I want to see that.
But yeah, the story to The Last Hope is it is very anime.
It's hard to get much worse than the ending of.
I already wrote a thing about 3, and everybody came out and was like, no, I like the plot twist to tell the end of time. It's like, where the fuck were you people when that game came out?
They were 12. They weren't posting on the internet.
Also, like, my point wasn't that it was a bad twist. My point was that they never fully committed to it, and it's just weird to see them continually sidestep it and pretend it didn't happen.
Because that was the right choice.
Yeah, sure, if you want, but...
If you want
I would
narrative
disagree
continuity...
I would disagree with that, but at the end of the day, yeah, just fucking own your shit and commit to it. It's like the game prior to the most recent one being like a fucking weird Monster Hunter clone just sucks.
Or like, how about don't make an ending that then like more or less invalidates the games that came prior to it.
That is my actual point.
It's like Persona 2 being relegated to being an MMO in Persona 3. It's super shitty.
Exactly. So like, okay, if you're going to like retcon or like reframe our understanding of the prior Star Ocean games, fine. But you need to commit. Otherwise, you just fucking unpinned everything we know about this world for nothing. Nothing.
I'm being told play Resonance of Fate, you coward.
It's actually a really interesting combat system. I know.
It's also very skill-based.
It's also way too fucking long.
Yeah, there's a lot of...
so it's a PS3 JRPG.
There's... oddly enough, I remember Jeff Gersman said he really kind of got into Resonance of Fate, but he made the point of saying there are a lot of times where that game says, you need to go due west, and that's it. That's all the game does.
Yeah, it's like, okay, explore each of these hexes. Which is to say, get a bunch of things that you then slot into the hexes to make a path.
It is...
Yeah, it's a hex crawler!
It's my video game Achilles heel where you kind of need to play the game every day, just even like for a couple of minutes, otherwise you will forget everything and you'll be completely fucked.
Like, what am I doing with my character's weapon upgrades? Who's using what weapon? How do you play this game? What are all these systems and mechanics? For sure.
But at the end of the day, it is maybe still...
Hello! Welcome to Sonic the Hedgehog.
One of the more interesting combat systems I've ever seen out of a non-Square, non-Enix JRPG.
When Trias goes crazy, they, I think, are maybe the most still today.
I'll play Resonance of Fate at some point. Problem is, I have 8,000 other JRPGs that I'm not playing.
We also have
Sonic the Hedgehog.
We also have a podcast that is forcing you to play other RPGs.
I gotta play more Drazzle Family,
which is not a good game.
Yes, because I've played about 30 minutes of it so far.
I finished The Sun. I completely finished The Sun.
Yeah, not one of my favorite social links. I'm more of a, I generally prefer, like, whoever the Chariot S-Link is.
No, okay, so Yatsu, they can't ever play Infinite Undiscovery because I know exactly what Chris will do, and it'll just be a fucking nightmare.
What would I do?
You'd abuse the crafting system to give yourself infinite money, and so you can make the best equipment in the game without leaving the starting area.
Yeah, that sounds about me.
Yeah, that sounds like a miserable time.
Hey,
and
look,
then you'll complain about it.
I'm the guy who, in the first couple of battles of Final Fantasy Tactics, just beats the shit out of the Chocobo and just heals it in the first battle, so as that you get endless EXP.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
There's not a Chocobo in the first battle.
Oh, but once you get the Chocobo, you can just beat the Chocobo up, and then just
I don't think they get healing for a while.
There's a way for you to do it. No, you heal the chocobo so as that you can keep beating it up.
You could do that with anybody, though.
Yeah, you can also do that with anybody.
Yeah, no, you could do that, and that sounds like a you problem.
I like to do it in the first couple of battles.
Hey,
Yeah,
first time.
That sounds really
nice to meet you
fun.
guys.
What if instead of hurting in Chocobo, you hurt somebody who deserved it, like Algus?
What if I did it to Algus?
What if
Just-
you...
Wait, Brayden, is there an actual balancing mechanic here?
I mean, it's not Death Stranding.
Not
Oh,
the 6-axis controller.
Is that like Tony Hawk up in that shit?
No, I just have to... not fall
so it's
off.
like the Mario Party balancing mini games.
No.
No, it's just that he has to move left to right when he doesn't have a good top-down perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
like the
there's
Mario
no
Party
shadow.
minigame.
There's no shadow. Oh, no, there's a shadow. But it's the worst possible shadow that's not relevant.
Also, I don't think Infinite Undiscovery... Is Infinite Undiscovery a Mistwalker joint?
No, let's try it.
Okay, then we don't need to give a shit.
Mistwalker was Blue Dragon and its various sequels, Last Story and Lost Odyssey, not...
I seem to recall, didn't Infinite Undiscovery get, like, pulled from Steam, so is that...
Maybe?
No, you're thinking of The Last Remnant.
Oh, I'm thinking of The Last Remnant.
Because they did the barely HD... the barely update HD version.
Right. I think I have the original version of that game.
I do. That's what I played on stream, and I think the beginning of that game is super boring.
It's a fucking really goddamn boring game, and it doesn't get better. Thank merciful Christ, no one's recommended it. In fact, what are the... Do we have a list of the current fanfics we have not pulled yet?
Yes. It's the same list we always use.
Wait, no, I don't know where the list is. I always have to ask you and Jeff for it.
Have you considered going to sheets.google.com and then looking through the history of spreadsheets you have access to? Because that might solve your problem.
GameMaker M saying, Gino highly recommended episode 8 of Chainsaw Man, but unfortunately for me, I had to watch episode 7 of Chainsaw Man, which I think has one of the worst things I've seen ever in it.
Oh, the kiss scene. Yeah, it's good. It's the best. It's the best thing.
I didn't know that it's possible for someone to think that the kiss scene is bad.
I mean, I guess if you're, like, if you find revulsion in things that are gross, I guess I could see how that could turn people off.
Last Remnant should not be inflicted on people. You don't give that game to people.
No, you give that people to you. Because that game is a fucking spreadsheet nightmare game. So it's perfect for you. But yeah, I don't need to play Infinite Undiscovery. If I'm gonna... I want to goof around with some of, some of the Mistwalker games this next year. But I don't know. I have a lot of ideas, and the problem is I don't want to follow through with any of them. Oh, look, I finished the level. It only took me 15 minutes. Awoo. I died multiple times. How is the game so far? It's great. I'm having a great time. I'm
having a great time. I'm having a great time.
I'm yelling about 360 era JRPGs. I drank a water. What else?
You wrote some stuff.
I wrote a thing.
You've been writing a lot of stuff.
I finally sat down and wrote a thing. And I'm going to write more thing. Woo. Hello, welcome to Sonic. Woo.
Oh God, please never do that voice again.
Hello, Quiz. Do you like to go fast, woo?
I'm gonna die. Ralcom, make him stop, please.
This is still the second best 360 era Sonic game. I mean, sure.
Got some real stiff competition. Hello.
Of the 3 Sonic games released on the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3,
Here we
at the very least, this is not 2006.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I did not press the X button. I died.
Here we go.
I mean, if I want to be especially petty, I could say that my favorite Sonic game I played this year is in fact just the fan demo for Sonic P06. I could become that person.
There were a lot of weird games of the 360 PS3 era.
Yeah, but how do you feel about...
I think it's in part because there was still a B-tier video game, right?
Here we
Sorta.
go.
I feel like people at the time were complaining about how the B tier was going, or I guess that came a little bit later.
Like, yeah, I don't know. You're never gonna see a game like, I don't know, fucking Alice Madness Returns or Never Dead.
I mean, American McGee's still making that third Alice game on a boat in on the shores of China.
Sure.
That's not a euphemism.
The only way that, like, Lollipop Chainsaw can exist is if it gets Day 1 Game Pass, right? Or, like,
They're doing a re-release of Lollipop Chainsaw.
Shadows of the Dam, for example, would be a Day 1 Game Pass game.
Yeah, that's because Shadows of the Dam is like a weird mid-budget Japanese game, and they still make those. Shadows of the Dam's also kind of bad.
Yeah, I know.
But you do have Steve Bloom talking in this probably questionable Mexican accent going, "Taste my big boner!" And that's funny. I fucking hate puzzles! And you're like, oh good, I love it when video games get mad about the thing they're doing.
The Matt Hazard principle.
See, if you lampshade the terrible thing you're doing...
This is what Jeff Gerstmann said, right? If you reference the fact that the thing is shit, and all you do is repeat the shit, you're shit.
Yeah, it's almost like pointing out that the thing you're doing is bad does not inherently absolve you of doing a thing that is bad. Also, I think I fell down, and now I gotta repeat parts of the level.
I do remember Generations receiving a lot of criticism for not having that much content. So I do remember that.
I mean, they added, like, DLC challenge missions to this game. I remember that much.
Oh, man. Remember Sonic episodes and when they promised an episodic Sonic game that was in the style of the classic ones? And then they made, like, one episode after the first, and then they were like, yeah, we're completely pulling the plug.
Well, that's because Sonic 4, no one likes Sonic 4. Not even the Sonic weirdos like Sonic 4.
It was. It's more or less that I thought it was very funny to see them backtrack that quickly on a project like that.
Yeah, they did Sonic the Hedgehog 4 Episode 1, and it was one of the most hated Sonic games of all time.
You know that's not true, but okay.
I mean, in terms of hatred from Sonic people. I'm not talking about normal people. Normal people who are just like, Sonic bad, haha. Because
why do you keep hitting those spikes?
Because I gotta go fast.
You sure are doing the same thing over and over again.
Because I gotta go fast.
I don't think that's how you do this.
Oh, hey, you didn't hit the spikes that time. Good job.
He's got a bouncy thing that he's just...
No, I'm trying to go that... Is that the... Anyway, it's fine.
Are you having a fun time? Oh, shit.
I'm always having a fun time.
I'm having a good time. I'm having a... Are you gonna have to loop around again?
No, absolutely not. Now I will.
Really convenient how the robots respawn. Dr. Robotnik must have an endless supply of captured
Including
woodland creatures.
DLC,
but
this
in
game
robot
has 47 day stages. That's a lot.
I think I like the look of this game.
I mean, it's very colorful. It's got, like, the fun Sonic World Tour thing going on. I think that's a defensible position to have.
Robotnik has an impressive recycling program that allows him to build so many robots.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are you trying to do here?
Go fast. There's no way to avoid that!
So, how do you avoid not going in this giant loop-de-loop circle thing that you keep going into?
I gotta go fast.
You keep going up. It looks like, anyway.
I gotta go up fast.
Like, there's those... Can you not dash along those rings? Because that was a
No,
thing
I
in
don't
some
have the
other
light
Sonic
speed dash.
games. Oh, okay.
How do you get the light speed dash?
I don't fucking know. This is a blind playthrough. Dad?
You don't have to yell at me. I'm just asking questions.
Uh-huh.
Kind of like asking about how the moon landing might have been a hoax.
You're just
asking
like,
questions.
how come... I'm just asking questions if, you know, women are people.
Okay. You've been spending too much time on Reddit.
I try not to.
Reddit's how I get most of my news these days, though.
It's a bad place.
No, it's not.
I
Provides an
did
informed...
Yeah,
You're
I
gonna
think
get
it's an
an E
upgrade
rank.
somewhere. I got a D. D stands for damn. I sure
Oh,
did
I
go
thought you were gonna do a
fast.
D's nuts joke. Okay, sure.
No, this is a family podcast. Reddit is just there for porn.
That's not true.
It's
You
also
also
there for
can
tech
get some
support.
memes.
And memes.
Listen, Reddit is good if you want
And
spicy
celebrities
drawings.
organizing AMAs.
Yeah, if you would like to learn things about products. Okay, I did that one, I did this one.
Oh my god, just look at Chip's fucking character. Look at that portrait.
No, he's
What
the worst.
fuck?
I refuse to look at Chip.
What the fuck was that? Oh, that was the fucking worst.
Yeah, because Chip's the worst. Okay.
Wait. Fucking amazing. This game's great.
I disagree.
Are these like the Xbox
Look at
360
these
avatars running around this city?
Look at these dopey ass avatar looking mofos. Like, remember how the people in Sonic 06 at least look like real people? Also, why is the Earth all cracked up?
Because Dr. Eggman unleashed Dark Gaia.
Oh, and so the magnetic core was ripped apart, and that didn't mean the destruction of humanity as we know it?
No, because I'm Sonic.
Okay.
I mean, if that happened, I'd be like, thank you, easy access to tons of resources.
I talked to this guy with the hand puppet. I did it.
What? Just look at their face.
Yeah, no, the people in this look like horrible Dreamcast or DreamWorks rejects. They also look like Dreamcast rejects.
I don't know. Have you played Shenmue? Shenmue looks better than this.
I'd rather play this than Shenmue.
That's how you know that you're not a true gamer.
No, it's
But
how he
Shenmue's
knows he's
barely
not a
a game.
Sega pervert.
Shenmue's
If
barely
he's
a
not
game.
like if the words AM2 don't make you break out in
Heebie-jeebies.
ecstasy. Am I no, this is the 360 version back compat on my Series S, which is why it runs at a good frame rate.
Yeah, I was told that the PC version of this game is no bueno.
There is no PC version of this game.
Oh.
That's why I'm playing it on this.
Oh, okay. These load times seem not great. I mean...
It's a 360... Yeah, it's back compat 360. Because it runs at 60 FPS.
So people seem to forget the load times we had back then.
I don't think they were ever that bad. I don't think load times were bad.
Some of them were real bad.
I actually think that the PS1 era is when load times were actually really bad.
I mean, yeah, those were bad, but I definitely still remember 360 era load times being bad. Like, I definitely remember picking a campaign mission in like Halo 3 and then going to get something to drink.
I mean, that's why at some point they allowed you to install games on the hard drive.
Yep, they sure did.
That made it better. I still don't think it was great.
Yeah, you had to...
I beat the PS1 version of Final Fantasy VI. You push the menu button
Hey,
and wait
remember
a few
when
seconds.
Forza came out and there were 2 discs and the second disc only had just extra cars because they couldn't fit them on the first DVD?
Yeah.
Forza, which one?
That's the power of the Blu-ray, baby.
Which Forza?
I think it was 3?
Okay. I didn't have 3. I had Motorsport 2, and I had the first Forza Motorsport, and both of those were one-disc games.
No, I think it was 3. The second disc had nothing but cars for you to purchase, but they were not free. They were just cars that were structured within the story and the progression of the game. But yeah, if you didn't install that second disc, you would only have like half the roster of cars. This early version of Cuphead is weird and really simple.
Yeah. It's a weird Cuphead level, you're right.
What if you gave Sonic to the Cuphead team?
They would... I mean, to be fair, the platforming levels in Cuphead are not the thing
Not
about that
good.
game you want to play. And in fact, I think them being basically bullied by people being like, where's the platforming? is actually detrimental to the overall state of that game.
Yeah.
And that is my feelings on Cuphead, are those platforming levels in Cuphead are not amazing, and the game would be better without them. But they only put them in there because people complained there weren't any platforming levels. And I think that's a shame.
I mean, aren't those platforming levels more like action game levels, like an old Mega Man game? It's been a while since I played Cuphead.
I mean, yes, they're very Mega Man adjacent.
I would not call them.
It's Contra and Gunstar Heroes as the inspiration.
Yeah, I mean, if you tell me your inspiration is Contra and Gunstar Heroes, I would expect stages and not just gunfight, not just boss fights. But
Well, I think the issue is that you can just tell where their priorities were.
yeah.
Also, do you know how much art they would have to make?
Sorry, I have to do something real quick. I will be back. God, he's just such a nightmare thing.
Alright.
What are you gonna do with that hole? What are you gonna put in that hole?
Zombie Pie takes the chocolate bar, raises it above his head, his hands trembling with anticipation. Oh, I must know how dense this chocolate is, he says to himself. And he brings it down upon the bridge of his skull, fracturing it into 1,000 pieces. Who's to say whether man or chocolate survived that day?
Well,
I did it. I got a Chivo. And I think...
yeah, looks like he is literally putting the world back together.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm reawakening the power of the Chaos Emeralds. Putting the world back together, one bad platforming level at a time. Cause I'm the world's fastest hedgehog, baby! Has Sega ever put down a collection of Sega 3D Sonic? No. I mean...
I don't think those games are several gigabytes in size, so at least I don't think they would. I mean, I guess modern discs could hold all that, but...
I'm gonna say, like, Sonic Adventure 2 is like 2 gigs.
Yeah, but when you get to Sonic... How big is Sonic 06? That's probably like,
6 gigs.
6 to 10 somewhere.
It's not.
It's not that big. The other thing is, emulating those games, emulating everything from Sonic the Adventure up is going to be a lot harder than emulating Genesis games.
Yeah. And yet, there's still so many bad Genesis emulators.
I mean, when you have access to the schematics and the source code and everything, it's probably a lot easier to make a good emulator.
I'm just saying, Sega don't give a fuck about who trades upon their name for the purposes of Sonic-related. Alright, let's go here to Cool Edge. That's right, there are 2 separate Sonic cartoons that both star Jaleel White in the titular role of Sonic the Hedgehog. That is true. And one of them is serious and the other one is not.
Sonic X serious? It's been a long time since I've seen it.
Sonic X is the anime. See, one of the anime arcs for Sonic X is literally Sonic Adventure 2 is literally one of the arcs in Sonic X.
Yeah. I saw that TV show some as a kid. I don't remember anything of it, but I do remember them having like Sonic Adventure and Adventure 2 somewhere in that game.
I also know that basically Sonic gets isekai'd into the real world.
Yeah.
And there's an episode where he races a man in a race car. I don't know, apparently, Discotech got the distribution rights to that game, or that anime, because, it sounds like, you might be able to watch all of... You might be able to buy a Blu-ray with all of that on it, if you want.
Not interested.
If you would like to pay money.
That was bullshit. How long until Sonic meets Sweet in the game?
I would watch a fucking Sonic the Hedgehog meets...
Lupin the Third?
Lupin the Third movie. That sounds great. No notes. Yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog meets Lupin.
Oh, hey, I come back to see you playing the proverbial ice level.
How do you feel about the concept of Sonic the Hedgehog meets Lupin the Third?
Or are they like serving, are like figuring out mysteries or committing crimes? What's happening? What are we stealing? The shit from the Count of Monte Cristo?
He's stealing the Chaos Emeralds!
Oh, okay.
Lupin is stealing the Chaos Emeralds, and Sonic is like, if Dr. Eggman isn't behind it, then who is?
This looks like it controls very poorly.
The thing is, the way Sonic controls in this game is very much he is a fucking race car.
Mm-hmm.
And the second...
You not jump over the icebergs?
I attempted to.
The second you need any fine control, it seems like it just...
Oh yeah, no, the second you need any fine control, this does not do well. I fully admit that some of that might be my doing.
Now, what would happen if, like, Sonic met Detective Conan?
Nothing. Sonic would be like, hey kid, what are you doing here? And Detective Conan would be like, you see, the crime was done by Sonic the Hedgehog. You can see the stains of the chili dog on the victim's body. I've said this before, but there's a ramen place near me that sometimes just plays anime on a projector screen. And yeah, they were just playing episodes of Detective Conan.
It's my guilty pleasure show.
There's nothing wrong with Detective Conan.
I was about to say, I thought, how is Conan a guilty pleasure show? I thought people loved that.
No, it's more or less that the show is exactly
very formulaic.
The same thing over and over again. It's like watching... It's the anime equivalent. The best way to put Detective Conan is it's the anime equivalent of Law & Order.
Yeah,
you know exactly what you're getting into.
That doesn't sound like a problem. Didn't Conan run for a very long time?
It's still going, baby.
Oh, damn.
Like, yeah.
That's... Is that like... That's got to be in the longest running anime.
It is.
Status.
It's up there with One Piece.
Or Goemon. Or not Goemon, Doraemon.
But yeah, they put out an episode of Detective Conan like every week. Still.
Sometimes I can hear the Sonic sound effects bleeding through
My
Brayden,
microphone.
and it scares me. It's like, wait, did someone
Alright, I'm
play?
going to move my
I can't
Alright,
hear it.
Mr. the Hedgehog. Just... Alright, Dr. Eggman, you seem like a very busy guy. Just one more question. So you're telling me that putting these animals inside these robots is a great way to boost productivity?
You know, you joke, but Columbo is still super popular in Japan, so
I know.
This is actually something that would work.
Like live-action Columbo with animatronic Sonic in it.
I'm
Not
saying you
animatronic.
get rid of James Marsden and replace...
Oh man,
Get,
that ice
you
again.
replace James Marsden with a creepy CG zombie Peter Falk. Just like that one movie that had a CG James Dean in it.
Or what they did with the Fast and Furious franchise.
Yeah, fine. But yeah, just give me. Ah!
Fuck?
I pressed the
What
wrong
fuck
button.
just happened?
Uh,
You fell in the water, then popped back out of it, and then fell again?
anyway, I lost like 13 lives on that. Let's do it again.
It's grotesque. Well, that's capitalism. That's your
That's
answer.
capitalism. Listen, if you weren't mad at the creepy rubber version of Peter Cushing in Star Wars Rogue One, it's too late. They're already
Or the
doing it
de-aged
with
version
everyone.
of Princess Leia, the digitally de-aged version of Princess Leia.
Yeah. Or how the next Indiana Jones film is going to have at least some part of it feature a de-aged version of Harrison Ford.
Or how technology keeps Tom Cruise looking like a young man.
I mean, Tom Cruise has... The reason Tom Cruise looks young is because he's Thetan-free.
Ah, yes. Someone in chat asking if you want to know how to complete this level. Or
I know how to complete this level. I'm good at video games.
Okay. Someone's just asking if you need help.
Did you learn how the level works? Yeah, I learned that I'm bad at video game. No, wait, no. Fuck. I learned that Sonic the Hedgehog should team up with long-running anime detectives.
Okay.
And or criminals.
So... Do you actually think you'll finish this game?
Here's the thing. I think I'm most of the way done.
Uh-huh.
So yes. Will I 100% it? No.
Oh shit, I forgot to check. What's
Let's have to
today's...
use this hack knives.
Today's
Do you guys
21st.
remember? Do you guys remember what today's free Epic game was?
It's that Lego Sad Dad game that isn't a game.
Oh, fuck that. I'm glad I got Sable, but I really thought it was incredibly funny when Balloons was how they started that shit off.
Hey man, nothing wrong with Bloons TD.
It was the way they introduced their big, hey, we're so much better than Steam. We give you free games, and we're going to do one for every day of this month.
We have a 25% off coupon. That's great if you live in the United States, but if you're Canadian, there are way too many...
Finish that train of thought.
There are way too many
you.
restrictions on the
Okay,
Epic Store
there you go.
coupon.
Oh, Dishonored, okay. Yeah, I'm looking at a shockingly detailed list of, I'm almost close to pulling the trigger on a massive purchase on GOG to finally, essentially, cap off and buy every single point-and-click adventure game on that platform that I want.
Yeah, you can do that.
And
GOG
it's,
keeps advertising all of their hentai games.
Yeah, the kinky game. What is it? The kinky game package.
Yeah.
I think I've told you this. I really would like to write a blog about the current state of GOG and how it sure sounds like this platform's in trouble.
Well,
Like,
it was basically never profitable, and
It was never
now
profitable
that
when it...
CD Projekt Red's stock price is tanking because of Cyberpunk.
So here's the problem with GOG, is that when it was a fun little side project where they didn't really care about profits and it had a very narrow scope and focus scope, you could kind of like write it off as like, okay, yeah, it's just a little
Hey,
fun
they
little
got.
side
Hey,
project.
look, they got the Heroes of Might and Magic games.
Yeah.
Hey, they got Baldur's
Here's
Gate.
the problem, is they've since expanded to where they're trying to compete against Steam, Epic, and Humble Bundle.
Well, they
from
were,
all
and then they scaled back from that.
How about you let me say what I want to say? Okay.
Okay.
So the problem is that apparently they are continually, year in and day, losing market share to even just like Humble Bundle. And Fanatical, even if Fanatical is like a code sharing site and it doesn't actually host the actual downloads. But GOG has been consistently losing millions of dollars for CD Projekt. And that's in large part because they've changed what they do to where they're no longer good old games. They're trying to do the Steam and Epic thing. And they just continue to get slobber knockered.
Yeah.
Great word. Never heard that before.
It's a real slobber knocker.
I mean, they just will never be competitive against the bigger names in the arena. And now that they've kind of turned their back to, not necessarily turned their back to their whole original identity of being no DRM, our games are always not broken, which can't even begin to list you the number of times.
There are certain games on the GOG storefront that do not work out of the box.
Do not work.
Which was the
Even though that
original
was their
selling
whole-
point of the platform.
That was the original selling point of the platform. They still have a very forgiving return policy, but yeah, I don't know. Like, Epic, to their credit, as popular as they are, they said that they don't plan to be profitable until 2025.
Also, I get the impression that no one actually uses the EGS for, like, their main gaming platform.
Yeah. But, I mean, Epic can get away with it because they've got Fortnite.
Yeah.
CD Projekt doesn't have that kind of money to burn anymore.
They don't have that goodwill. And that's...
They also don't have that goodwill.
And that's why a lot of former GOG employees went off and formed, I think it's called Ziggurat. And it's basically doing a night dive. They're doing a night dive where...
Yeah, and see, that's ultimately... Night Dive kind of killed GOG.
No, I mean, Night Dive helped GOG.
They helped GOG, but then also when they didn't just stop... When they stopped just doing that, which is, we're going to make old games that didn't work before on modern technology or OSs.
Yeah.
It's now, I don't know what GOG is anymore.
It's a place where they sell uncensored versions of hentai games.
Yeah, but also, why don't I just go to Manga Gamer for that? Or
I
Faku?
mean, the thing about GOG for me has always been just the DRM free thing, because like there's definitely some part of me that's.
They don't even
said
do that anymore. Like,
you just said that. That's not always a thing anymore.
Like, you need to have the launcher. Like, right now, I'm looking... Brayden, right
You don't
now,
need the launcher.
I want you to understand, this is on their front page. The Witcher Wild Hunt, Skyrim Anniversary Edition, Cyberpunk 2077. The Rant series is now 20% off.
Oh, shit! Finally!
Like, what is this fucking weird... And their free game for this entire winter sale is the Broken Swords Director's Cut. Like,
Which I already got.
what are we doing? What is this? What is this? And then now that CD Projekt is like working on like two or three Witcher projects, and then also a sequel to Cyberpunk, I can only imagine that GOG is going to become a bigger mess, or just completely hands off, just figure it out. I don't know.
Like, to some
Hand
extent,
waving.
they've tried, reorienting themselves back towards the good old games. Like, they finally, they've tracked down a couple more rights, but it's also like, at some point, like, the really good stuff, you kind of already got the rights for, and the big names remaining are the stuff you're never... Guess what? No one in a position to actually look into the rights for Nulf.
Yeah, like, didn't Polygon publish a really good article about how we kind of think it's Activision, but Activision says no?
Yeah, it's like, is it Warner Brothers? Is it Activision? Is it... And so...
And just imagine trying to get all of them to cooperate.
It's true, they have Titanic Adventure Out of Time.
Yes, I'm so excited.
Hey, they got the fucking Wheel of Time FPS.
They've got all of those Gothic games.
I mean, you can buy those on Steam too, but
You've got all of those Unreal games that did not get pulled. Brayden, what if we played Unreal 2: The Awakening?
that was going to be on the Wheel of Dubious FPS's Season 2.
Oh, yeah. That's the one where... Awakening is the single-player only part of it, and then they sold the multiplayer separately, or what, am I getting this ass backward?
I don't know. Because that was also around the time of UT 2K3.
Yeah.
And 2K3 is the one that was, like, barely finished, and so as a make-good, they gave everyone who bought that version UT 2K4, which I guess
is a good game.
like.
Yeah, no.
I never
UT
played
is I know that Giant Bomb has always traditionally been a Quake-centered website, in part because of Brad and Jeff, but I was totally in camp Unreal Tournament 2003.
Listen, I
2004.
believe that UT 2K4 is good, because I like fucking boomer shooters. I'm not.
But it's not even a boomer shooter.
It is an arena shooter.
It was a battlefield almost. In fact, it was. It was like a science fiction battlefield.
I mean, it depends.
Yeah,
on
those games have like tons of vehicles and stuff in them, don't they?
Yeah, they were good.
All I know is that there's that map. There's that map in UT 2K4 that is there's Facing Worlds, and there's that map that is on a train. Like two facing train
big ass
cars.
trains. Yeah.
Yeah.
That looks cool. There's a TNT a Thursday Night Throwdown where they played that, and I remember watching that several times because it was a ton of fun to just watch them on that train.
But yeah, I mean I like an arena shooter. So I bet I would enjoy it, but also the people who are still playing those games online are lunatics.
You'd be surprised. Like, yes, some of them are going to be amazingly good, and some of them are going to be cheating, but there's still plenty of people who are just
and
mediocre.
What's so bad about a community of people not moving on and
Nothing.
just sticking with the game, other than the weird Titanfall 1 people that literally held Bungie at hostage?
Bungie or EA?
Sorry, yeah, EA.
Yeah. Respawn.
Also, the Halo 2 people
Respawn,
held
yeah,
Bungie
sorry.
at hostage in the same way.
I'm sorry, I misspoke. Okay, so
Yeah,
Respawn.
Bungie fans are... Oh boy. Destiny people are nightmare people.
I was a Destiny person.
Yeah,
Would've
but
been.
how many
I would
death
have-
threats did you send to Bungie?
Oh, that, no.
Because you're not a real Destiny person unless you threaten the personal livelihood of a poor employee who had to go in on a weekend to fix some sort of server issue.
No, I'm not that kind of person. Clearly. What?
Oh man. Hey, Brayden,
Yeah.
is Silver the game Silver
Yes.
from Infogrames? Is that me or you?
That's me.
Okay. Because it's technically listed as an adventure.
Yeah, well, guess what? Like, half the games that are RPGs are listed as adventure games because genres don't mean anything.
See, I always gotta check because I think I have Broken Sword 1 and 2 on Steam, and then Broken Sword 3 on GOG. Yeah, I don't want... Alright. No. Yeah, I don't know what the path forward to, like, genuinely turn things around for...
There isn't one.
GOG is. I don't... yeah, I think you're right. There isn't one.
Although, the stance I will take is, hold on, I'm reading these notes here. It says, release the bad D&D games.
Isn't Descent to Undermountain already on there?
No, it is not. It is not already on there.
No.
Justin, thank you for asking.
Where can I get Descent to Undermountain? Is it on Steam?
Nope.
Is it just not available anywhere?
You cannot legally purchase Descent to Undermountain, a 3D RPG that, for some ungodly reason, uses the Descent engine.
So that's a funny thing that I've always meant to go through. That looks like the frog Pokemon.
Oh yeah, that does look like a Polyworld.
Polyworld, yeah. I've been meaning to go through like my Steam library and trying to identify the number of games that you can't actually purchase ever again.
Oh, games that have been delisted?
Yeah. I know it's all of those weird mobile versions of Final Fantasy games, so those are definitely on there. I think I have the original version, like I said, of Last Remnant. I have a couple of EA games that I'm pretty sure got delisted when EA decided to try and go their own path, and they never uploaded those games again. Like Peter Molyneux's At the Movies.
Peter Molyneux's The Movies? Yeah.
Yes, The Movies.
At the Movies with Siskel and Ebert is a different thing.
Do we have any concrete information on whether the Steam Deck has been profitable at this point or not? I know it seems like they're selling extremely well, but I don't know if those are profitable yet.
I have no idea.
I have no idea.
I don't think it matters
not
because they're fucking Valve.
Yeah, I think that what you want to do is just tap more people into the Valve, the Steam Valve pipe work.
Well, it definitely seems like what they're trying to do because they gave tons of them away for free at the Game Awards.
I do remember when Gabe Newell said that the $3.99 starting price was meant to be very aggressive, and I seem to recall the quote from him was, "We expect that this price is designed to be painful."
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure they're not making a profit right now on any one of those sold, but
they're
like,
Valve. They don't
their
need to care.
Their idea is like the old school video game console thing of sell it at a loss to get people in your ecosystem.
They're too Valve is too busy aborting like 13 different failed versions of Half-Life 3.
I even seem to recall like the AMD's Aerith APU was like a top seller because of Steam Deck for AMD's like.
I will play Remnant with y'all when this level's over.
Oh, are you gonna end soon?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll boot up Strangers of Poopy Hole.
Yeah, one of the best games of 2022.
Genuinely, like, not even joking. I'm struggling to
I don't give a fuck who you are.
What, Strangers of Paradise?
Yeah, good. It's no Neo 2, but
no. I mean,
it's got bros in it.
What is?
Neo.
I started playing 7R. I need to get back to that. Then everybody was playing Resident Evil, and I was like, I want to play some Resident Evil. But 7R seems alright from what I've played.
Sounds like my roommate is watching episodes of Scrubs.
It's a good show.
It's a good day. Yeah, I have seen episodes of Scrubs within the past year.
Nothing wrong with Scrubs.
It's fantastic. I love watching Scrubs.
I still think about that Brendan Fraser episode.
I feel like everybody does.
Everyone loves Brendan Fraser. This is true. We took him for granted. And when we needed him most, he's returned.
He came back. Yeah, he came back.
To be in a fucking Darren Aronofsky film about a big guy that maybe doesn't sound amazing, but he's apparently very good in it. Have I ever expressed my absolute distaste for Darren Aronofsky?
He seems like an asshole, yeah.
Joku can talk about this, but I watched The Fountain. And that movie made me legitimately angry in a way that few movies do. Because that entire movie is just me doing a wanking motion. That's what that movie is.
What is it about?
It's about it's about the inevitability of death, as told through 3 different time periods, all starring Hugh Jackman.
I think his best movie. I think his best movie was probably The Wrestler.
Sure.
But that's like a very narrow character piece. And also, again, a movie that is carried by a single performance.
I mean, that's why I watched that that movie where Gary Oldman plays Winston Churchill.
Yeah.
It's not a good movie, but like, boy, he knocked it out of the park. Wait, Mob Psycho has a 3rd season?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just finished.
Yep.
Yeah.
I should watch that, because I like Mob Psycho.
Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do after season 2. That seemed like a good ending point.
Well,
honestly.
season 3 is the real end, is the ending. Of the
Okay,
manga.
great.
Mm-hmm.
End it. Move on.
Yeah, that's the magic. That's the magic of manga, you see.
It either ends too soon, or it
never ends. Speaking of that, Hunter x Hunter's going back on hiatus.
Fine, whatever. Hunter x Hunter had a good arc.
Yeah, you're telling me Hunter x
It's
Hunter...
it's more that he literally was able to keep it together for like
couple months.
Couple months. And he's like, my body failed again. Bye. It's like, okay.
And it's great because the current arc in the manga is just a giant setup arc for a whole nother arc. And the best part is, Gon and Killua aren't even on that fucking boat.
Like, are they stuck on a boat?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's pretty good.
So it's a
so
boat.
The 2 characters that you want to have in a Hunter x Hunter fucking story arc are not involved with what.
Excuse me, you like those characters? Because the 2
Yeah.
characters I would want are Leorio and Kurapika.
Well, guess what? They're on the boat. Leoro and Kurapika are on the boat.
That's why.
What if I told you
sequence,
there are like 9 princes on the boat, and they each have like 6 henchmen each, and different Nen beasts and Nen powers? Let me tell you about Nen beasts, Relkin.
No. Oh, the Millennium Actress is on Crunchyroll? Fuck.
Yeah, Millennium Actress is on Crunchyroll.
Did they have all of Satoshi Kon's stuff, or is it just one?
They also have Tokyo Godfathers, so...
Oh, okay, that's the one I haven't seen.
One on Christmas. This Christmas, you should watch it, I suppose. I watched like half of it once.
I think that
Tokyo Godfathers being
Tokyo
considered
Godfathers
a
is
Christmas
actually
movie is a much more defensible position than Die Hard.
Tokyo Godfathers might actually be my favorite Satoshi Kon.
I don't know if anything's going to beat Perfect Blue, but I'd love for it to do so.
Perfect Blue's good because you can just see how David Lynch stole the entire thing.
No, it's Darren Aronofsky for Black Swan.
Yeah.
It's just such a good
Yeah,
film.
excuse me, Darren Aronofsky. Did I say David Lynch?
You said
did.
David Lynch.
Mulholland Drive also is...
I'm pretty sure it came out before.
Yeah, Mulholland Drive is not.
Hey, yo, hold the fucking presses. David Lynch is popular in Japan.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
Eyes.
I don't know if you know this, but there's this quirky Japanese developer. His name is Swery, and he's making this cute little quirky game that's kind of like Twin Peaks, but it's wacky Japan.
But you don't. What the thing that always angers me is like, no, like Japan really likes Twin Peaks.
I am aware.
Like it's not just Deadly Premonition. Like Japan.
Well,
really
Deadly Premonition wouldn't
Peaks.
exist if Japan didn't really fucking like Twin Peaks.
Yeah.
In the
Like
same
that's-
way that Detective Gumshoe in the Phoenix Wright games would not have the jacket he does if they did not really like Columbo in Japan.
Yeah.
Man, Twin Peaks is good.
Yes.
Yeah.
I am willing to go to my grave saying the Wyndham Earl stuff is actually good.
I attempted to
don't.
watch Twin Peaks at one point when I was like 17.
That's the
And
wrong
I'm like,
age.
why is this like a corny soap opera?
Yeah, it's the wrong age for it. Also, if I had watched it at 17, it would just be like, why isn't the waitress at the diner on more? And I wouldn't be paying attention to anything else.
I mean, listen, what's her name? All of the people in that show are very hot.
you know, there's a lot of arcs in that game, or sorry, in that show that don't make any fucking sense, or like, why is this here? But the one about I don't remember his name. He's kind of the dumb, like, hot guy. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
His entire thing about, like, when he goes to work at the rich family's estate, I don't know why that's there. This is decades too late to ask this question.
That second season of Twin Peaks is just an entire season of that, right? That's the whole thing.
It's either arcs about characters that don't actually matter anymore, or it's like the most fascinating shit. Because I still do think that, like, a lot of the main story beats from season 2 are like some of my favorite moments from television.
Okay, how do you feel about The Return?
I have not watched it.
Well, yeah, you got to get to that in 7 years.
So, yeah, again, Wyndham Earl, actually good.
Who was Wyndham Earl again?
He's the season 2 evil detective.
Oh, well, right, yeah. I don't think I feel very strongly about it, to be honest.
People just don't like season 2.
Also, R.I.P. Angelo Baldamenti.
And I blank on his name, but another actor in that's dead. Played the other FBI agent that comes and helps him.
Oh yeah, yeah. A lot of
David
the
Bowie?
actors.
No. You know him. He's a very famous character actor. Miguel Ferrer.
Yes. Yeah, a lot of the actors who were there for the return. Okay.
You just went to the bar screen.
Oh yeah. This is a game.
Yeah, a lot of the actors in who showed up, they managed to get back for the return, like passed away very shortly thereafter. Like the log lady. I know.
Oh,
And again, David Bowie in Firewalk with me.
don't even remember.
Firewalk with Me came out in like 1994, though.
I just remembered Ray Wise hamming it up to the extreme in that movie.
I like Firewalk with me.
I have no opinion.
It's just so pointless. Like, after you watch the entire show to, like, then see this weird prequel movie that doesn't really answer anything. It's like, yep.
What if I told you it ties into Twin Peaks: The Return?
Well, then I guess I'm
Because
glad I
David Lynch is a fucking weirdo, and God bless him.
I hope Ray Wise isn't
A
like psycho
dirtbag.
or anything. Yeah, because I do enjoy his particular brand of ham.
He is. I remember that Ray Wise is in a season of 24. He's the vice president.
Remember he was the devil at one point in the show. It wasn't a good show, but Also, yeah, the stream is black, as Justin said.
Ah, damn it.
This is Sonic.
There we go. I think a cable got adjusted or something. See, like a fool, I currently have the Elgato plugged into the front port, which seems like a great way to blue screen my computer, because it's done that before.
I do have some problems with certain ports on mine.
Yeah, it turns out the ports on the front of the computer.
For me, it's the ones on top of the computer. That's where I have my controller, and it doesn't like my DualShock.
Yeah, don't even get me started about like trying to get accessories or anything to communicate with.
Anything else?
Streams. Yeah, fucking. We still live in dongle hell.
We all live in dongle hell.
I thought you were done playing Dante's Inferno.
Dongle hell.
Yeah, dongle hell. Yeah, you fight Satan at the end of Dante's Inferno.
Because everything now is moving towards USB-C.
Yep.
Which is probably the right call, but all this old shit that I have and still want to use, now I gotta fucking have a dongle.
I beat the level, thank God.
Okay.
It will take a very long time.
I got an A, even though it took me almost 20 minutes.
A for asinine.
I did it.
Oh, you're wearing cleats. That's smart. You're on ice.
I learned Wear Tornado.
I thought it said comfort at first, not combat.
Feral Wear Hammer. Alright, thanks everyone for watching Sonic the Hedgehog.
Okay.
Joku is going to be streaming Remnant from the Ashes. I will be playing with him.
Oh.
So you could watch that.
I'm sorry. Oh, he's live.
Oh, he's already live.
Alright. Bye.
Bye.
Alright. I'll talk to y'all later. I need to get off and go to sleep.
You go to sleep.
Sleep well.
Sleep.